Hey, my awesome math scholars. Good morning, good afternoon. As you know, I'm not here today. However, I fully expect that you are still going to work hard and that you are still going to learn and grow in math today. So I want to show you a little bit about our assignment and how to complete that. So you're going to be doing two parts. You're going to be completing some work in Agile Minds, and that's designed to really help you understand further adding and subtracting, not just fractions, but decimals as well. And then you're going to be completing some work in one of our blocks. So completing some work in Kami app for the information that you just learned in Agile Minds. So let me show you in Agile Minds exactly where you're going to be going and how to navigate this. So this is what's going to come up. This is your Agile Minds assignment. So you need to log in using your first and last name. So when you go to when you go to fwcs.agilemind.com, you've got to log in. Remember, your login is your first and last name, all put together, no spaces, no periods, and then your password is your normal password. So when you get to Agile Mind, this is the assignment for October 2nd. And so you need to look and read the information on each slide. So we're subtracting rational numbers. So we're going back to this bike trip planned by Camilla, Julia, and Lauren. And so here's all the information. This is their schedule. And then you have the map over here. Now this is what you're going to be using today. And so you can see the miles is broken up into tenths and hundredths of a mile. And so use these navigation arrows here to go back and forth between the slides. On the second slide, we're just talking about how they wanted to stop for a water break. The smartphone showed that they traveled 8.59 miles. That means 8 whole miles and 59 hundredths of a mile. The distance, so they know that their house is not too far away. The distance is the difference between 13.85 and 8.59 miles. And you create a diagram to help you represent the difference. So difference should remind you that, okay, that's probably going to be subtraction, because difference, that's a key word for subtraction here. So we're going to go to slide 3. Now on slide 3, there's multiple steps here. So don't just watch the first one and then skip to the next slide. So you've got these navigation buttons down here now where you're going to see this animation. So here's a diagram that represents the situation. And so I want you to take a second and make sure that you're putting these notes down in your notebook. So if you need to pause your video or pause your Agile Mind work, you've got to make sure that you're doing this in your notebook. So this illustrates the problem. This is the diagram that you need to write down in your math notebook. And then you're going to click this arrow to go to the next part. So you can use a diagram to help you think about the difference. One method is to use subtraction. That's what we said. The difference is subtraction. Move the slider to take away 8.59 from 13.85, and what's left? So as you can see here, this is the slider they're talking about. Now let me just move the slider here to a whole number so that we can pause and talk about this. So if we move this slider to the whole number of, if it'll stop there, if we move the slider to the whole number of 3, right? So then our problem becomes 13.85, and we're subtracting 3 miles. Well, that's easy. I can do that in my head. Well, 13.85 minus 3 wholes, well, that's just going to be taking away 3 wholes from 13.85, so that's going to be 10.85. So the decimal doesn't change, the whole number changed. But we're subtracting 8.59. So move the slider all the way over, watch the animation. And so you're going to be navigating these tools down here, and then you're going to be using the arrows up here to go to the other slides. So work on that, and then you will be completing your assignment as well, and make sure you turn that in, hand that in PowerSchool today. I hope you guys have a great day of learning. I know you can be successful, so work hard today and learn and grow, and I will see you guys on Monday.